why not just ask for a declaration of war?
Well, I don't think we're going to necessarily ask for a declaration of war. I think we're just going to kill people that are bringing drugs into our country. Okay? We're going to kill them. You know, they're going to be like dead.
Our message to these foreign terrorist organizations is we will treat you like we have treated Al-Qaeda. We will find you, we will map your networks, we will hunt you down, and we will kill you. And you've seen that evidence in the maritime domain, whether it's in the Caribbean or in the Pacific with the last 2 strikes. We know exactly who these people are. We know what networks they work with, what foreign terrorist organizations they're a part of. We know where they're going, where they originated from, what they're carrying.
Boom! What's up, guys? So, obviously, the U.S. government, we're making bigger and bigger claims and statements around war with the cartels, which is, it's good that, there's a spirit of justice and all that good stuff. However, one of us goes to war, all of us go to war in a context like this. And so it's just time to, it's time to think through the equation all the way on our side of things, right? So the cartels have been here for generations. They are dug into every aspect of human life you can imagine. So going to war with them on the civilian side has implications that we all need to consider, right? I've been saying it for a while. We are in the phase of American culture that should be classified as stay strapped or get clapped, right? No, but realistically, it is time to be more prepared than you've ever been prepared before for catastrophic emergencies, terrorist-style attacks, mass shootings, things like this. And I don't want to use terminology that scares you, but I do want you to understand the onus, and I do want you to get prepared because the reality of a war like this could turn out to be, hopefully it's not, but obviously I'm a security professional, I live in the private sector, so I'm paid to see things before they happen and have mitigation strategies for any risk, threat, or vulnerability that is perceived. So that when it shows up, I'm like, oh, I got a plan for this, go left, go right, activate, plan X, right? So on the civilian side, massive considerations is having that second line gear, having those force multipliers, having your medical equipment, having a go bag with you, because big public events are going to be targeted. The disruption of American life as a result of us declaring war on the cartels is a massive consideration, and they've been part of American culture for, like I said, generations. Additional to that, which can create a synergy that's also very significant and has already been in effect, is the reality that we have the ideological opposition from the Muslim Brotherhood, and they have already called for violence repeatedly. We've been clocking this on the private sector side for a long time, and many of us have been essentially planning and taking bets on when the multi-level, multi-mode attack is going to happen, where they attack multiple major cities in the United States, and they dress as first responders, and they attack first responders in hospitals during that attack to make triage even more difficult. So now you have these two factions that have already been working together. The terrorists have already been using the pipelines of the cartels to get into the nation. And I'll say it, the last administration opened the floodgates and let everyone in the nation, so now we have at least, we have an obscene amount of documented terrorists here. I've heard reports all over the board, in the hundreds. So they're already here, and those are the ones we know about, and we're even catching and finding some of them here, some well-known, infamous bad actors and terrorists here. And so we have to consider now cartel violence as well as terrorist violence and the fusion, synergy, and cooperation of those two factions aiming to disrupt American culture and our way of life. And as a result, once again, I want to say to you guys, this is the stuff we teach in the Civilian Protector Project. It's time to train. It's time to make sure you have a medical bag in your car, a go bag, a massive casualty bag. It's time to make sure your home is prepared. It's time to make sure you have an emergency management plan for your home when you guys are out and about, and or at your home. It's time to make sure that you guys have your satellite phones in case that phones get jammed due to a massive catastrophic emergency and everyone's trying to call out and call home, and you need a sat phone above just your handheld in case your handheld is compromised. EMPs, cyber attacks. We had a cyber attack the other day. These types of things are ramping up. I told you guys at the beginning of this year that this would be the year of the Black Swan. This is a year of Black Swan events. That has already been true, and now we're on track for that to continue to be true on higher and higher levels. And so just wanted to drop you guys a quick video. Social unrest, these types of things you need to start planning for. We teach you how to plan for them in the Civilian Protector Project, found at protectornation.com. But additional to that, whether you train with us or not, make sure you've got your force multipliers in the vehicle. Make sure you have medical equipment in the vehicle. I would advise staying away from big public gatherings because those are target-rich environments. And how would you disrupt America's way of life? You disrupt the way that they have fun and the way that they congregate. So considerations, if you have a house of worship, could really drill down on your security team plans and protocols, because we're going into a time where I hope nothing happens, but it is a probability that things may get a little more intense. God bless. Semper Fi. Remember, protection is more than just a job. It's a lifestyle. This is Byron Rodgers, CEO of Bravo Research Group and other security companies and training organizations. I'll see you guys out there. Boom.